Hey, Fred, you know what I was thinking was funny? Because I was watching you on the TV show. You know how Manson has that little swastika right between his eyebrows? Could I just draw one in just for tonight's show? Like, and then when people tune in, they'll see, like, you've got
Ralph got like one of those like makeup pencils or something you can use?
Just use your marker.
Oh, because that won't work.
No, he's got an alcohol that'll take it right off.
Really?
Yeah.
This stuff here?
Yeah, of course. It'll come right off.
He's just telling you that.
What do you think? The weekend you're going to walk around with a swastika?
Yes.
With a swastika through New
Do you
York.
think anybody would notice with Fred?
I just think it would look really funny. Make it backwards like Morton Downey.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, remember when he
Because
painted his
you're
own...
doing it yourself, that's right.
Yeah, he painted his own
And
swastika.
I'll beat myself up.
Oh, come here, I'll paint one on you. Imagine every time they shoot to Fred now, they see like Charles Manson sitting there.
You get a ballpoint when I use it? I don't trust those markers.
All right, I'll do a ballpoint. I think the marker comes right off. I've gotten it all over my hands that I wash it off with regular soap.
Hold on.
I'll do
It might not write on his face, though.
Actually, that's going to hurt. Yeah,
use a marker. Where's your... Hey, Jackie, can I borrow your marker?
Use a sharp one, though, because some of those are pretty dull.
Maybe you want a makeup pencil.
Oh, please.
Don't worry
It's a
about
swastika.
It's a swastika.
I'll make
Yeah,
just
you
like
don't
Charles
need a
Manson.
special pencil for that.
Now, hold on, because I put
gotta
on the
go right
TV
in the
show.
middle.
Yeah, I know how Manson has it.
He studied him.
I did.
Is it going on easy?
Yeah, oh yeah. This...
How's that look, Robin?
Oh, God.
Does it look good?
Yes.
Yeah, now he looks like
You cannot touch my inner circle.
Because I was looking at Fred on the TV show. Thank you. I was looking at Fred the other night on the TV show. And you know they do these close-ups, and Fred looks real good and everything, but he kind of has Manson-like.
Yes.
Oh, Manson
You know-
was a
Especially with the
good-looking
little
guy.
goatee.
Yeah, right. And now look at that.
Unfortunately, he killed a few people.
I said he has a perfect forehead for a swastika.
Lots of room there.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, you know, there was too much space with nothing happening.
Yeah, right. We're going to a strip club tonight,
Yes.
and we're gonna have Fred's bachelor party, and we got to, you know, I don't even
How
know
many
who's
people are
going.
going?
Hey, Gary, bring in the guest list. Who's going to the bachelor party?
That's nobody knows anything about this.
Jackie, you're going, right?
Yeah.
Barely sounded human what he just said. What the hell is that?
Yes.
He's really tired today.
He's like a seal.
Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Oh.
Hey, Jackie, give me 2 awes if you're not doing so good.
See, this he's not amused by.
Oh, that's not funny.
Not even smiling.
Very funny.
Hysterical.
Yeah.
You want the guest?
Yeah, what is the guest list?
Okay, it's me, Jackie, Fred, of course, you, Scott the engineer, Stuttering John, who it looks like isn't going to come because he's got to go tape lip service today on MTV. Gorilla's coming. Ganji's coming. Of course, Ralph.
Yeah.
Scott from me can't make it because he has to edit today. Billy West should be here. My buddy Ross, who always gets every bachelor party going.
Yeah, I said Ross could come, even though he has nothing to do with Fred. Ross is kind of fun in a strip club.
He's great. He's out of his mind. Ross is great.
Dominic is going to make it down. Turns out Ronnie, the limo driver. Neil will be here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Neil's fun at...
The old gang is back.
Yeah, the old gang is back in full force.
And Gay Rich is coming.
Oh, Gay Rich,
Yeah,
that'll be
I wanted him
fun.
there. I wanted him there. He thought it would be great because he'd never seen his...
He'll be up dancing.
What about Big Fat Al Rosenberg?
Ooh, I didn't...
He's a friend of Fred. Fred actually talks to him.
So this is actually going to happen tonight. It's not right after the show.
No,
right?
tonight. Tonight. Tonight's the big night.
Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night for men to be men.
Yes.
I didn't even discuss it with my wife. I'm just walking out the door and going.
All right.
I'm no pussy.
It's your weekend.
Hey, man, I go to consultations at tattoo parlors. I go out. I walk out of the house and strip clubs. I hope to have some good girls there.
That's cool.
Too bad you can play cards in a strip club, too. Women, strippers, cards.
Well, if you set up your own party, if Fred had given you some notice,
We could stay there till
Yeah.
you could have had everything set up.
Oh, yeah.
We're in our own...
We could have had that girl who goes to the bathroom in the cup.
Oh, gee.
Maybe
The one from your bachelor party, Gary.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Maybe we could get
I'm pretty sure she's dead.
She might have died.
The things you guys like to do.
I hope you didn't invite Tom Chisano, the general manager.
No, we discussed
Good.
that.
I don't want guys who are going to ruin it. He's so uptight. Like he wouldn't get a lap dance or anything.
Lap dance.
You're gonna get a lap dance?
Who, me?
Absolutely.
Oh, you're damn right I'm getting a lap dance. For Fred, I'll do anything.
Absolutely.
He's my brother.
How far are you going in this bachelor party?
Well, I'll be nude within the first 5 minutes.
I'll be dancing with Gay Rich.
And by the way,
Is anybody buying Fred a prostitute?
No.
For his final fling?
nah, he's too uptight.
Jackie will be there. He's the prostitute.
He's the prostitute.
Yeah, Jackie will have sex with him.
Yeah.
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 And you know what else? You know what else? Everyone has to, like, what's going to be? Like, guys are going to drink, obviously.
Drinking, eating.
Yeah, but you got to pay for your own drinks, right?
No, I think they're really taking care of Fred in the show.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, get out of here.
They're even gonna give
Why don't we
us-
do it like Jackie when he throws a party? Have a cash bar.
Yeah. Everybody welcome.
Everyone welcome. Bring your money.
Celebrate.
Yeah. Cash bar.
Party over here.
Yeah.
How come I don't hear those guffaws now, Jack?
Quiet.
The whole stone.
There it is.
Not even cracking a smile.
Mr. Cash Bar.
It's always funny when it's my teeth.
Right. Now everybody wants to come to the bachelor party, but we got to keep some guys out, or else you don't feel good about yourself.
I'm letting some of the interns come. Even some,
Who?
even
What
some,
intern?
Well, even some of the peripheral interns.
Like who's peripheral?
Like Gay, what's his name?
Well, Gay Rich is
Well, Gay
coming.
Rich is funny because he's like a girl.
And is it okay if Scott's intern comes with us? You know, the guy that does production. Well, you don't have
Yeah,
to-
sure, no problem, Gary. Invite everyone.
Well, I thought you did want to invite everybody.
It's not exclusive at all.
Oh, that's great.
Why don't we open it up to the public?
Well, what's he gonna do there? Stare at me for 4 hours?
No, why would he stare at you in front of a bunch of girls?
Because they always end up staring at me.
But he gets
Gary never understands that
He doesn't
these
get it.
interns live
Gary-
to meet Howard
Gary
and hang
is
out with him.
Gary is brainless, clueless,
the Gary puppet?
clueless, and brain. Where's the Gary puppet? I want to talk to the Gary puppet. I don't want to talk to Gary.
Here he is.
Hey, dude, no offense.
I invited him. I apologize.
How big a fan are you of mine? Be honest.
I'm a pretty big fan.
Yeah.
So I have to listen to
Did you grow up listening all the time and everything?
No, never.
No, never.
He's from Howard. He's
Hey,
from
I wanna
Ohio.
see the
Oh,
naked
you're from
women.
Ohio?
I'm from Ohio, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you're totally in. I see you in the halls. You're like a woman. You're gaping at me.
No,
What?
well, maybe if I see these naked women, I won't.
Why don't you invite everyone and make them wear a name tag so I can identify who's in the room? God's sakes.
I just want to see some naked women. And
See, he's from
No,
Ohio.
you want to
and
see me with naked women?
No, he's from Ohio and he's never been to a New York strip club.
Yeah, so I have to bring him?
Yeah,
don't
you
have to
take
do
it one
anything.
night when you're free.
Yeah, but now you embarrass me. I look like an idiot in front of this kid. Now he's going to think for the rest of his life how I'm the one who didn't take him to a strip club.
No, I'll take him.
No, you ruined it. Yeah, but you're clueless. What are these interns, Bolf?
A little few of the interns in.
Oh, wait, the Gary puppet wants to say something.
Sometimes I make too many wrong mistakes. I can't believe it.
Do you understand, Gary Puppet? Maybe the Gary Puppet
Yeah,
understands.
explain it to him.
That a lot of the interns here, like, stare at me all the time and idolize me. Do you understand that?
My head may be wooden, but I'm not stupid.
Don't you see that perhaps an intern would want to go not only to stare at women, but to hang with me and annoy me?
You are 100% right, boss.
And would you understand that the guy might not even spend the whole night talking to me, but that might even be more annoying because the guy's like avoiding me and just staring over every once in a while?
Yeah.
But Howard,
This kid
I'll have
is the
better
same
things
as having
to
a
say.
stranger in the club with us. Why don't we just go to a club when everybody?
Invite the
Why do we need a
public.
private room for?
if an intern has been here, okay,
Yeah.
let me just finish this, and he hasn't annoyed you while he's here, and hasn't followed you around and done anything
But
weird.
what are you talking about? How would he have an opportunity to annoy me here?
He's in there every day. You go in there to cut spots. He's right
Are you
there.
in there when I cut spots?
Yeah, I've been in there.
You've
several
never been in there.
Howard, you don't even see him.
And what do I do? Because I throw you out.
No, I sit in there while you do this.
Oh, please.
But he's a stranger, Gary. This is a party among friends.
This is, Gary goes, I want to be like Artie on the Gary Shandling show and be more important to the show. I go, yeah, well, here's an opportunity. Where would Artie, think of your life like Artie on the Gary Shandling show. Would Artie invite this kid into a strip party?
Artie's not a real person. Artie's as real as that puppet.
No, you're the one who's always comparing yourself to Artie.
I'm not. No, you're the
Oh,
one.
I see.
No, you're
Oh,
the
you
one who
never
said I
compared
should be
yourself
like
to
him.
Artie.
No, you did.
Well, why don't you watch Artie and take a clue from him?
Yes.
I can't think and work at the same time, boss.
Oh, hi, Gary Puppet.
I think I made a mistake. I invited all the sponsors and my cab driver, too.
Gary Puppet, you're as stupid as Gary. Who knew Fred's bachelor party would be the event of the century?
It was very funny because when I was talking to people
Yeah.
over the weekend, I'd say, you know, oh yeah, they had Fred's bachelor party
Yeah.
on Friday. And everyone said, after he got married?
Well, like Fred, everything is done differently.
Yes,
what's wrong with
backward.
that?
Everything is backwards.
So what's wrong with
He's like
that?
Professor
There
Backwards.
you go.
No, the point was that we were mad at Fred running off and getting married, not because who cares about being there. Thank God he didn't invite us. Who wanted to go all the way out there on Long Island and watch Fred get married. But the thing that disturbed us is we didn't get a chance to have a bachelor party. And any excuse to have a bachelor party is, you know, is
a
good.
good one for you.
Right. I love bachelor parties.
You have bachelor parties sometimes when there's no bachelor.
I don't know. It just seems like the bachelor party is your only outlet for having real fun. So we decided to have it. I didn't announce this on the air, but we had it in the afternoon, not at night.
Right. I figured that was going on because Ralph was still hanging out.
Yeah.
And everybody was just sort of milling around the station, so I figured it was going to be in the afternoon.
Yeah, so it was in the afternoon after the show at
I
noon.
also knew you weren't staying out late.
Yeah, I'm not allowed. So, actually, I could have stayed out late because my wife wasn't home Friday night. So I could have stayed out all night.
Yeah, well, that's why I originally thought you were going to do it at night.
Well, I planned to stay out all afternoon into the night, but Fred took care of that. Fred emptied the place. Fred emptied out the whole bachelor party.
Where was it?
All right, we went to Scores, which is my favorite strip club. That guy rolls out the red carpet for us. At 12 o'clock.
Is that where Jolene was?
Yeah, Jolene.
Oh, yeah.
And Jolene was there.
She's another story. She'll come in later.
Yeah, that'll come in later. So,
That's-
wait till I tell you everything.
Wow.
You guys got to stay tuned for Fred's bachelor party. This is going to take me a while to unravel because so much happens. So we go to Scores. Scores is a strip club. Where is that?
It's on 60th between 1st and 2nd.
Yeah, everyone asks me where that is. I don't know.
All right. Now, also tell me who was there because I really don't know the lineup. since
Okay.
It was in the middle of the
So
afternoon.
it was for 12 o'clock, and the people from Scores were very nice. They had a set. The place was closed down on Friday afternoon. Is it normally closed down Friday
Yeah,
afternoon?
they don't open till the evenings. It's always closed every day until the evening.
I thought they used to be open in the afternoon.
That was the old place.
Oh, I see. So I guess it doesn't pay to have a strip club in the afternoon. I don't know what the hell the
Maybe
deal
the
is.
people who would come are working.
But it's an upscale strip club because the girls there are really good looking.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And Fred loves supermodels, so if
There
he
you
says
go.
they're gorgeous,
Yeah,
they
there's
must
a-
be very good-looking girls.
Yeah. Fred doesn't even know how many good looking girls were working on him. So
Fred got mouth to mouth.
he did.
if I could only
From a
remember-
beautiful girl who turned out to be a...
Fred.
Wait, I'll tell you the whole thing. We're
Oh,
jumping
don't-
ahead.
don't
Fred
tip the
didn't
story.
really-
Okay, I won't tip
Don't
the
tip the
story.
story.
Okay.
That's the
I
best
wasn't
part.
kidding.
That's the best
That's
part.
a ruse if ever I heard one to get a kiss from a girl.
Well, this is some ruse.
More than a
So
kiss.
anyway, so we're at so the bachelor party was called for 12 o'clock noon
Yeah.
at Scores. And they've always treated us real well. Like we went over there, and when you walked in, we were in a back room. It was 2 rooms.
Even though they were closed?
Yeah. 2 rooms where, that way, they could clean up and get ready for their evening activities.
Okay.
And we were in the back with not a lot of people gawking at us.
Are you guys allowed to come back even though Fred did his thing?
I don't know.
Yes, no, we're welcome
Are we?
back. Yeah.
They said they see this all the time.
they have a direct patch
See, and
to
I thought I did
emergency.
something special.
I got to tell Fred what they wanted to do with his body once. Well, let me just
They
say
were
what this
gonna
up.
dump Fred.
So it was about, 12 or 15 guys, and we walk in.
Who
And
was in the group?
I'm going to tell you.
All
I'm
right.
getting to it. There's about 12 to 15 guys, but they had 25 women. 25
You mean
women.
you outnumbered the women in the
Yeah.
club?
No, the women outnumbered us.
That's right. That's what I
25 women, 12 guys.
meant. Okay.
Not bad.
Almost 2 to 1.
Plus a full buffet.
More
And
than
good
2 to
food.
1.
Good food. They
That's
brought in
a-
a special chef, too.
Filet mignon.
Whoa.
Rigatoni a la vodka.
For Fred?
Yeah, shrimp.
I think it was for me, quite frankly, not for Fred.
Tons of shrimp cocktail.
Yeah.
There was
Next
chicken.
time.
I mean, really good food.
Wow.
Yeah. And open bar. And, DJ playing music and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they had 2 rooms. One room, I got to give you the setup. One room is like just a room where we can all sit around and eat and stuff. And then about up 5
Are there
flights.
girls in that room?
Yeah, everyone. In fact, the guy comes up to me immediately, says, "Do you want us to bring in a couple of girls at a time? Do you want to have 25 of them all at once?" I said, "Overwhelm me. Just get everybody in here at once, and let's get this party going."
It looked like the Disney on parade.
Yeah. Right away I became the master of ceremony, so I turned it over to Gary, who was real good at bachelor parties.
He knows strip clubs.
Because he took right over. He's like, "Okay, guys, everybody, now here come the girls." And then you were like, "Okay, guys, let's eat."
Yeah, because we had they give you what they call funny money, right?
Right.
Funny
Yeah, and
money.
everybody got funny money.
Okay.
Everybody got like, I don't know, 60, 80 bucks in funny money.
Which means?
Which you could tip the girls with.
No. Actually, the way it works is if you were to go there on a regular night, you would have to pay $20 for a table dance.
Right.
Okay. What they do is when celebrities come in, people that they want to take care of, the club gives them funny money, which is they're fake 20s. You know, they're like red. You hand those to the girls for a table dance,
And they can redeem them
and
later.
then the girls redeem them later. I
Okay,
heard
so
for
they weren't being ripped off.
I heard they get $18 for every 20 they turn in.
See? Whatever. Who knew what was going on? So anyway, we get in there, and it's me, Baba Booey, Fred, of course. Stuttering John couldn't go because he had to go do lip
He
service.
couldn't get out of that.
And I understand Stuttering John got thrown out of lip service.
No.
You had Dominic and his son, of course.
Dominic Barber showed
And
up.
his son holds his son.
20, maybe. Good-looking kid, JJ. So he brings him.
Tall and thin.
Yeah,
nice
good-looking
suit.
guy.
Good
But Dominic's...
to go to a strip club with your dad. I
Yeah,
suppose.
well, Dominic's one of those guys who just walks around. He never gets like a table dance or whatever you call
No.
those. What is it called? Lap dance?
It's called lap dance.
He never gets a lap dance. He just walks around and
encourages others.
Soaks it in.
What,
soaks it all in. And the only thing that excites him is the buffet. I mean, that was
Yeah.
it. That's it, the food.
when you walk in, you know, the people gave us to start like $1,000 of this funny money. So,
Yeah.
of course, Dominic just goes and buys like another 1,000.
Of
Yeah.
course.
And he's handing it out like Santa Claus.
Yeah, just a-
he,
yeah.
he likes to see everybody have a good time.
Santa Dominic.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, come on, everybody. Come on, you get a dance. Come on. So we had a whole big crew of guys, okay? 12.
Now, does his son get involved, or
Well, you
does
see-
he act like
But-
Dominic?
Well, you're jumping ahead. You see, I want to tell you everything what happens.
And wait
in
a
order.
second, there's 3 more important cast members I forgot.
Yes.
Neil, Ronnie, and Gay Rich.
Right. Gay
Oh,
Rich was
that's
there.
right. Gay
Gay
Rich
Rich.
was looking forward to his participation.
And certainly he did participate.
Oh,
Now,
boy.
all right, here we go.
Is that who Fred...
Let me tell you.
I didn't do anything with him, I hope.
Let's wait till we get to the story.
Oh, God.
Fred doesn't even know what he
Fred,
said.
you don't even know why
That's
we
not
thought
how
the
the
wedding.
show really got this way, is
No.
it?
Let me tell you what happened.
The jaw. Let me see him.
All revealed in good time. So anyway, we decided to go over to Scores for the big bachelor party with Fred. In fact, Fred came over in my car,
Yeah.
and Ralph was in the car too. So Ralph says to Fred, "Hey, Fred, are you going to drink at the party?" And Fred goes, "Nah, I want to remember every detail of this.
Well, I
I'm
guess
really
I
looking
wasn't
forward to
lying.
this." So,
Famous last words.
yeah, so Fred really doesn't know himself all that well.
Well, I thought I was going to do that, and I don't know what it is. I walked in
The
there.
demon overtook you.
Someone walked up to me and said, "Go ahead, have a beer, have a shot." And I went, "What's the harm?"
Okay, I'll tell you the harm in a minute. So Fred's thing evidently is he likes to drink tequila and beer chaser.
Chaser, yeah.
That's his thing. So he'll take a shot of tequila and then take a... When you drink the beer, I wasn't watching you because my mother was... I had to tell my mother this story,
Right.
and she goes, "Didn't you watch Fred? Didn't you watch..." I go, "Fred's almost 40 years
Yeah,
old,
why would
Mom."
you be watching him?
I mean, Fred knows what he's doing. I said,
and he goes out a lot without you.
I said, quite frankly, I didn't see Fred the whole damn night.
You were there for girls.
Right.
Every woman that I told the story to, including my wife, said, "Why wasn't somebody watching Fred?" I said, "Fred is the last one of
Do
this entire
girls go
group."
out and watch each other?
No, but
I don't know.
Fred's the last guy you would have to watch.
And you got to understand, there were 25 women to 12 guys there. Everyone was partying with these women. No one's watching Fred.
Absolutely.
Well,
I
wait a
wasn't
minute.
watching myself.
All right.
It was so
What
distracting.
happened, Fred? You drank too much?
Well, no, let me tell you what happened.
Drank too much.
What is it, Ralph?
You're minimizing.
All right, so let me just tell you what went on.
I was watching Fred.
Yeah.
That's why he almost died.
I had about 4 to 5 shots with him myself.
Yeah, but that's what the problem was. Everyone was having shots with Fred,
and
but no
Fred
one
had to drink with everyone.
exactly.
Of course.
And you know what? This is
Proved
a
not to.
this is a really common bachelor party thing. Guys go up and want to whoop it up, and nobody knows what other people are doing.
Well,
with
let
the
me
guy.
tell you what happened. I'll cut to the chase. Fred had, according to the bartender at Scores, Fred had 16 tequilas and beer chasers within 2 hours.
Are you
Now,
kidding?
let me
In
ask you
2
a question.
hours.
Is that the record?
That's
I wanna know if
that's got to be the record.
Now-
It's the
I
record
want-
here for sure.
He
I
slugged
want the
down
record.
60, and they say that by the end they weren't serving it to him in shot glasses; they were serving it to him in martini glasses.
So he was drinking more than a shot.
right, but
That's
16.
Why
That's like
would-
three
okay.
Wait a
shots.
minute.
Wait a
Wait a
second.
minute.
All right,
wait
now hold
a
it.
minute.
They were definitely double shots.
Don't get into a morality talk yet. Don't get into like Fred. Why would you do this unless you were
No,
drowning
I
out
wasn't gonna
something?
ask
Now, does
Fred.
anybody in this room know what the legal blood alcohol level of intoxication is.
Yes, it's 0.10.
All right.
So actually, I believe it's been reduced to 0.08, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I
Yes,
didn't
because
do-
that's
is
what they
it-
were saying at the emergency
Do you know
room.
what? Do you know what?
What was Fred?
Take a guess.
Take a guess. What
Fred was up in the 2s.
Take another guess.
Get a little more.
3?
Yeah.
3.
I knew it. Fred,
Yeah.
you were dying. You
Yeah.
were
Oh, my
poisoned.
Wait a second. So wait a second. Listen to this.
But I was having a good
So
time.
we're at scores,
How
right?
would you know?
He wasn't drunk. He was embalmed. So here's the
Put a
thing.
lily in
Fred
my
is
hands,
dead. You
put a
just don't
candle.
know it yet.
Yeah, Fred's dead. Fred is a dead man. All right, so listen to this.
Jackie is jealous now.
Yeah, well, we all said Jackie is no longer the show drunk.
That's
It's Fred.
right.
That's it.
Jackie is sober.
My friend's a
Fred is
police
jealous.
officer, and he
Yeah.
said that, like, when you get into the high 2s, you really, you're out of your mind. You're
Yeah.
insane. And
Right.
you're toying with, physical problems. You're
Right.
toying with health problems.
Okay, wait a second. So we're going to get into...
Fred wasn't toying. He was serious.
I don't know. I've been doing a lot of analyzing of this, and I said, maybe Fred has a problem in some respect in the sense that, I don't want to get too analytical with it, but when you drink that much, even though he's not an alcoholic...
Well, let me, in Fred's defense, you've never been that drunk, have you?
No, I don't think I could drink that much.
No, you certainly couldn't drink that much.
Right.
But you've never been drunk.
I've been drunk.
No, you haven't.
Oh, of course I have. Why are you saying that?
I know what
I'm
Robert's
saying that you've had 2 drinks and been
No.
drunk.
In college, I had been drunk to the point where I pass out. I
How
get
much
dizzy.
did you drink?
Well, I would play with 2 other guys. It was me and 2 other guys.
Yeah.
And we played where you turn over the card, and whoever had the low card had to take a shot.
All right.
So one of
then
those
you
things.
know at a certain point you really don't know how much you're drinking.
No.
There's a click that goes, and all of a sudden one drink becomes another drink. It's the same drink.
What is it?
I must have clicked about 6 times.
He was clicking all right. What is it,
His clicker
Stuttering
was
John?
Must have been clicking like a
Dominic wants
Rubik's
to join
Cube.
in on the discussion.
Dominic wants to get in on it?
He was watching Fred.
Oh, he was fun.
He should, Dominic, you should have been watching Fred.
He was fun.
I was watching Fred, and he was drinking shot by shot. And I knew he was getting a little drunk when he kissed me and told me he loved me.
Yeah.
Did he really?
I got one of those, too.
Yeah.
Fred
You
was
got one of those?
He
Yeah,
told
'cause
you
Fred
he
and I-
loved you?
Fred and
Did
I...
he do that to you too, Ralph?
Yeah, Fred.
Ah.
Fred was
man.
very warm.
I'm a very romantic
Fred,
guy.
you don't even know. You don't even know how romantic you
No,
are.
I'm really
You don't
upset
even
because
know.
Fred still hasn't told me he loves me.
No.
You gotta get me drunk first, Ralph.
You're a girl. He wouldn't love you.
Fred and I were supposed to go
Yeah.
riding bikes on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And I went over at one point and I said, Fred looked, pretty lit. And I said, Freddie, do you think that you're going to be in any condition to ride tomorrow? Because it was noon.
Yeah,
I
right.
figured I had a whole day to recuperate. And he put his arm around me and he hugged me very tightly. And he just got that look. He gets that look, when his eyes squint?
Yeah.
Sort of
That's
like
always
Christian
squinting.
Slater. And he
Right.
goes, I love you, man.
I love you, man.
Oh,
said,
man.
I said-
I love drunks who love everybody.
Yeah, at least he was in an angry. Wait, I got to go on with this story. I got to go on with this bachelor party
Fred,
story.
you lovable drunk.
All right, so meanwhile, Fred is doing all this drinking, and about 15 minutes into the party, I look up in a corner, and there's this big dark room. And I go, what am I doing down here? And what's going on up in that dark room? There's like tons of girls up there and stuff. I go, how do I get up there? I couldn't even figure out how to get up there. There was five stairs. You walk up these 5 stairs, and the room is almost pitch black. This is at Scores.
5 steps.
5 steps, right? Yeah. Isn't that what I said?
They said 5 stairs.
Isn't stairs and steps the same thing?
I'm not going to fight.
I mean, he's correcting
You're
me
a
like I
lawyer.
said something
You're
wrong.
supposed to be specific.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. There were 3 too many stairs for Dominic. Because Dominic never went up there. He didn't like to climb steps, So anyway, I go up these steps, and there's a couch, like a big, long couch, and you guys sit on it and get lap dances.
That's the one where they stand above you?
No, that's where they
didn't.
you spread your legs, and the girls
they
dance.
in between your legs.
In between your legs.
A lap dance, not to be confused with a couch dance.
All right.
Right,
See,
right.
I get all these things confused.
So I'm like in heaven. I go, now this is a bachelor
want
party.
a lap dance.
I lap dance. I want 2 girls at the same time lap dancing me.
How'd that happen?
So, Jolynn, Fred the Elephant Boy's
Jolene.
friend there,
Yeah.
she immediately starts lap dancing me and telling me about her new TV show. She's got a cable television show, all this stuff. She's working me. But meanwhile, all the guys are seated on these couches, and everyone's getting dances. Some guys have 2 girls.
Were
at
you
same
the
time.
only one who wasn't in this room?
No, there were some guys like Dominic's a weird guy. Like, he doesn't get any dances from girls. He's not
He was
interested.
sitting down by the buffet at one point.
Yeah, he's just always by the buffet.
Yeah.
He's always circling the buffet and
Not
making
necessarily eating, just
enabling
Like a
people to eat.
vulture.
Yeah, like a vulture, just watching the food, making sure it doesn't disappear too fast. Dominic may be a hungry homo. I don't know. So at one point I see Ralph next to me, and we're, and he's got girls on him, and there's just like lots of guys sitting on couches.
But
one point, and then at one point the girls said, "Hey, why don't you take off your shirt?" I whipped off my shirt. I mean, it was really getting.
I hadn't been up there, and then I go up there, and like you're sitting there with your shirt off.
Yeah, it was great. So anyway,
and
it was a lot of fun. Some
Neil
of the
had girls?
Yeah, Neil had girls. First time I saw Neil with
It's
girls.
amazing what a guy, what a 5'1" guy could do with money in his hands.
Yeah, it was unbelievable because we all had this funny money, this free money that we could give to the girls. So it was like wild.
So where was Ronnie? I haven't heard. Did you see Ronnie?
Ronnie was the first one to make a beeline up to the dark room. I mean, Ronnie knows exactly where to go, and he's got women up there, and I mean, everyone is having the time of their lives.
All right.
At one point, it's really heating up. We're about an hour and a half into this thing,
And some of these girls are almost models.
Yeah, some of these girls are. They
Really?
at scores they have like really great looking women. I gotta say,
No scratch.
No skank.
I
skank.
should go and check this out myself.
Check it out.
You guys have a tendency.
Not a clunker in it.
No, there
to
wasn't a clunker there.
embellish.
I'm telling you, they were top-notch girls. So then, it's about an hour and a half into this. I got my shirt off. I've got Jolene on one side of me.
Now you're not drinking.
No, drinking. I don't want to miss it. I'm going to drink. Who's got time to drink? Drinking.
You're in control of your faculty.
Barely. So I got one girl on the left of me.
You're intoxicated with women.
And then this black girl comes up to me. And she says, my name is Kat. I go, oh, like Black Cat? She goes, yeah. And then she starts dancing. I got two of them going at the same time, Jolene and the black chick.
Jolene.
And they're being real friendly, like, like really rubbing up near me, putting their butts near me.
Like cats.
Yeah, like cats. And they're going wild. And I look to my left, and I see Ralph there. And then like 2 seconds later, I look to my left, and I see Ralph's not there anymore, but someone else is sitting there. But he's got three girls on top of him.
That was Jay.
No, it wasn't. Well, yeah, your
playing
son was
bongo.
your son was in the corner playing butt bongo with three models, and evidently he got some phone numbers.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, Dominic was real proud of his boy.
My boy. I'll chip off the old Dominic.
So Dominic was all excited because he had to do Geraldo that afternoon. Dominic's got a real hard on to be on TV.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So,
And I was like, the first thing he said, I said, Dominic, you gonna get a dance?
yeah. Like, he can't get a dance from a girl because he's got to do
I'll
Geraldo.
be too tired to do Geraldo if I dance.
Yeah, I can't
He'll
do
be
it.
out of breath.
Yeah.
Do it.
So, Dominic took his son for shots today, actually, to the
I was going
doctor.
to say, Dominic will be real proud when he brings one of those strippers home and says, Dad, I got married.
Yeah.
So what?
I married Black Cat.
And she wants to be a lawyer.
Right.
Cat Barbara.
Cat Barbara. Okay, so it's going full force, and then I look over to my left, and somehow Fred is now next to me.
Oh.
Somehow somebody had taken Fred. Now, Fred must have been
Now,
plowed at this point.
All right, what did Fred look like? I was going to say, what kind of look did he have on his
And
face?
I didn't see that it was Fred. I didn't know it was really Fred sitting next to me. I still thought it was Ralph, but it was...
Howard, let me tell you how it happened.
How did Fred make it up the 5 flights of stairs?
Fred is dancing outside near the buffet.
Right.
He's got at
dancing?
least 2 and 3 girls going at it at all times.
Right.
Excuse me. And he's really gone.
Right.
Fred was so drunk that at points, Fred took out real 20s.
Yeah, I know.
I said, Fred, put those away.
Yeah, right. He didn't know. But Fred was...
Tell real money from funny money.
Fred was up to a 0.3 alcohol level at this point, because this is now 2 hours into it. All right, so tell me how he made it upstairs.
There's this one dark-haired girl. I didn't get her name.
Yeah.
And he and her are together about 20 minutes.
Right.
And he's still drinking.
Right.
And he's drinking, and every time they bring a drink, he keeps taking another drink.
Wow.
Show off. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he gets up, and he starts to walk towards me, and he, makes a circle. And he heads up the stairs.
Right. All right. So Fred somehow made it up
So
the
he
stairs.
wandered up the stairs.
So
Wait a
Fred made it...
second.
Yeah.
Before this, Fred had done those 16 shots in the same place.
He had to move from his chair.
He had moved.
They shouldn't have
same
moved him.
spot.
Right. All right. That was the
He
first
probably would
mistake.
have been all right if he hadn't moved.
Because he was in like one of those just single chairs.
It's like
He was
one of those
downstairs by the
alcove
buffet.
kind of
Yeah, and he was just sitting in the chair. The worst that would have happened, he should. All right, but he ends up on the couch next to me, which I didn't even know it was him. I still thought it was Ralph. But I said, boy, Ralph's really a mover. He has 3 girls. I can't even see him.
You didn't know Fred had those moves.
Yeah, now Fred at this point was embalmed, so that's why he has the moves.
Fred was like weekend at Bernie's.
Fred was sitting there like a wooden Indian, and like this. Okay, I just got to show you, like this.
Did he have his shirt off at this point?
No, he didn't have a shirt off, and the three women were all. I mean, I couldn't see Fred, and the three women
The
were
three
really
women were
going at
all
him because
over. Man, that
I'm
sounds
sure
like
in
a
some way
great
they
time I
were.
was having.
In some way they were insulted by Fred because I'm sure he wasn't responding to them because at this point he was completely in a coma.
You sure they weren't rifling all his pockets?
Yeah.
I don't know what they were doing, but
They might
Fred
even
was
take his
really.
money.
They were really going for Fred.
No, I have to disagree. He was responding.
What did he say?
He was
says I was
responding.
responding.
He was. Okay, whatever was going on, it was a wild, like, orgy scene in
Okay.
Fred's lap.
All right.
So, all of a sudden, I'm with the two babes. I'm having the time of my life. You know, thank God I'm out for the day. All of a sudden, one of the girls starts screaming. She's like, she starts screaming. And I feel
One of
something.
Fred's girls.
Yeah, I feel something wet on my leg. I go, that bitch just spilled a drink all over my sweatpants. And I'm like disgusted. I'm wiping my pants off because it's all wet. So all of a sudden she goes, that's not my drink. He puked.
Freddie puked on your leg.
Wait a second. Freddie puked all over my leg. So wait a second. Wait. So I go, oh, man, what a way to break. All the girls are screaming, and Fred is emptying the room because Fred now is still sitting up, and like a rabid dog, he's got white foam and vomit coming out of his mouth.
Oh, Fred.
And he's sitting there laying in his own vomit.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, but like, you know, the kind of vomit where a guy throws up and then goes, hey, I'm sick, I got to get down. It wasn't even like that. Just Fred chucked up on the girl, on me.
Had he had anything to eat?
Nothing.
Well, he hadn't anything to eat there. Let's put it that way. Okay, so all I know is I have wet, and now my legs are all wet, and I go, and I didn't think anything of it. Fred's just sitting there, and Fred doesn't even say anything because he's in a coma at this point.
I mean,
But
he's
now-
just
No.
frothing at the mouth.
No, it was like he was getting married again. You know, where he doesn't say anything
Yeah,
about it. He was,
obliterated.
you know, he didn't say to me, "Oh man, I'm sorry," because Fred now his eyes are closed and he's got vomit just pouring out of him. You know,
Fred, did you know you had vomited?
no, he
Robin,
didn't.
I'm telling you, the last thing I remember, I swear, is sitting downstairs, having a shot, talking to somebody, and after that, I don't
Ooh.
remember.
So he doesn't even know
no,
he's on the
Fred
couch?
clearly didn't know. So I get up and I
Fred
go.
didn't just throw up. I mean, he launched because I had moved from your
Yeah,
left
I mean-
over to your right, and it went all over my arm.
Oh yeah, okay.
Ugh.
So yeah,
We're talking
Fred was
projectile.
like
Fred launched vomit.
Exorcist.
That is not
Exorcist.
vomiting. That's hurling.
Yeah, wait.
Projectile.
Now Dominic is holding on because he knows more about the story later on. But hold on, now listen. The story gets more
Because
interesting.
Dominic is handling all the suits.
Yeah, right. So wait a second. So I've definitely got a suit against Fred. I was covered with vomit.
I'm going to sue
So I
Fred.
go, oh man. I go, Freddie, you threw up. So I go, no big deal. I figured, all right. It just so happened Ralph was with me. He had brought a change of clothes. He brought a pair of shorts that he was fixing for me. So I said to Ronnie, go out in my car, get me some shorts. And Jolene goes, hey, let me take you to the bathroom. I'll wipe you down.
Actually, considering your fear of germs, you handled it really well.
Fear of germs. I want to get back upstairs. I
to
said,
the
get
girls.
some. But now
But Fred was antiseptic at that point.
while I'm in the bathroom getting cleaned off, but meanwhile 20 guys pile in with me, so who knows what would have happened in the bathroom.
Oh, so you didn't get to go by
I
yourself?
wouldn't let him be alone.
No, Dominic wouldn't let me be alone. Dominic's my
He
guardian
protects
angel.
you.
Yeah, I need him like a hole in there.
Yeah, you do.
You do? Yeah, I do is right. So I'm in the bathroom getting cleaned off, and I go, hey, come on, let's hurry up here. We got to get. So I'm wiping myself down. I put on a pair of shorts. I'm all cleaned up.
Yeah.
I take the vomit stuff, stick it in a green plastic
You're
bag.
ready for round two.
Yeah, I'm ready for round two. Why should the party stop?
Round two.
Got to change of clothes.
I go upstairs to Score's little room, the dark room. That's where I like them.
Now, let me ask one question.
Yeah.
Is Fred still drinking?
Oh,
No.
wait till you hear what
Wait, no. At this point, Fred is not drinking. Fred is now sitting
not
on a couch.
moving.
I get upstairs, and Neil and everyone else are cracking up. They go, "You got to come see Fred. He's making out with Gay Rich."
Oh, stop
Wait a
it.
second. No, wait. Hold on a second. Wait a second.
Mr.
Fred,
Homophobe?
Fred, hold on. Wait a second. I go, there is no way Fred is making out with Gay Rich. You guys are out of your mind. I go upstairs. Now, someone had put Gay Rich. Oh, here's Gay Rich. Hey, Gay Rich, come in here. Here's Gay
in
Rich.
love
Good.
with Fred now?
Oh, man.
It is so not like that.
No, wait a second. This is what I heard.
not
Wait a
like
second.
that.
No, this is what I heard. Now, meanwhile, Gay Rich was the life of the party. Neil had somehow convinced Gay Rich to put on a thong,
A zebra thong.
a zebra thong, and Gay Rich was dancing for us.
On one of those little tables?
Yeah, and Gay Rich has got some hot little body.
He really is in good shape.
Yeah, he really, and the girls were digging Gay Rich, and Neil somehow, I don't know, got him into a thong, and Gay
Neil
Rich,
dug him.
yeah, Gay Rich was up on a couch in a thong like this, going like this.
Yeah, I know Gay
shaking.
Rich's dance.
He was going like this, and he's naked, and he's looking pretty good, and like, I don't know, Gay Rich somehow is in his thong, and when I come back up, Gay Rich is on Fred's lap. All right, now, Fred's covered in vomit. Gay Rich is on his lap.
Nobody ever cleaned Fred.
No one cleaned Fred yet. Because, no one wants to get
I think it's turning everybody on.
Fred's got his arms wrapped around Gay Rich's waist.
Yes.
Gay Rich is stroking Fred's face, and Fred is cooing and then crying on Gay Rich.
What?
Fred starts crying.
All true.
Gay Rich, am I making this up?
Oh my God.
Well, no.
Wait a minute.
I didn't have the heart to break it to you on the phone the other day.
What is he crying about?
Dominic calls me up. He goes, "Holy cow! I don't believe Fred." I go, "Fred can't know what he's doing." I go, but I don't dare take Gay Rich off him because
He's crying.
he seems he's consoling him. I don't want to embarrass Fred.
I went upstairs first before you were in the bathroom, and I got you out of there. I went upstairs, and I tried to take Gay Rich off Fred's lap.
Yeah.
Fred
Did not.
pulls him back and holds him tighter.
Oh,
Fred
Fred didn't want to lose his Gay Rich.
Well, anyway, Dominic comes up to me and goes, "Listen, Howard, there might be a problem here. I think the wedding might be over." So I go, "What do you mean?"
Dominic is always
He
the
goes,
doomsayer.
he goes, "Fred's in love with Gay Rich." So I go, "Wait a
Dominic
second."
sees something in everything.
I said, I got to see this for myself. I go up. I'm staring at Fred now. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm sitting on a couch. I forget about the girls. I don't care about anything. I'm watching Fred and Gay Rich.
25 girls in the room, and he's holding on to Gay Rich.
He's not holding on. They're stroking each other. So
Now, was Fred undressed?
no, Fred had his clothes on, but he was holding on to Gay Rich like Gay Rich was his mother.
No, and he was like humming, like
Yeah.
like a Martian love song.
And you were kissing Fred on his cheek, as far as I could tell, Gay Rich.
I wasn't, though.
And I said, "Hey, wait a second. I think
trying to take
You were
advantage of
whispering
the
in his ear.
Tell the truth.
I
What
don't
went
believe
on?
it. You
Tell everything that happened there. How did you end up on Fred's lap? Did someone throw you on there?
I wasn't on his lap. I was right
what?
next to him.
You were such a lie. Why are you lying?
I am so not lying.
Oh,
Why
you're
are you
on his
doing
lap.
this?
I am like, no.
You were not on his lap.
I would totally.
I watched
Do you know what
do
a
you
lap
mean?
is? Were you between Fred's legs?
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh my God.
I was
Why?
so not
Are
in
you-
between his legs.
Were you drunk that you don't remember either?
No.
Ralph, help me out. Gary.
He was right there. He was sitting like
Yeah, let me show you
Show
exactly.
me, Ralph, how he was.
This is how he was. That's exactly how you were.
Fred was like this.
Okay, Rich, don't you dare lie. And Fred had his
can't
arms up.
believe it.
Here, Ralph, come here. This is how Fred and this is how they were. Fred was sitting down like this. His legs were still open from his lap dance.
Yes.
Gay Rich was on this like a Jerry Mahoney puppet.
He was on that leg.
Fred had his arms wrapped around Gay Rich, and this is what was going on.
Is that right?
Rich,
and
what?
Rich,
Am I
you
right?
said
Gary,
you
am I
were
lying?
whispering in his ear?
Rich, that's.
I was whispering.
I wouldn't make it up. Seriously, that's the way it was.
Not only that, his arms were around his
I
neck.
kind of remember it.
Arms around his
as
neck.
like,
Yeah.
But wait a second. How did you have anything to drink at all?
Oh yeah, totally.
So you don't know either.
Fred,
I don't.
Fred,
I didn't black out.
Fred, you're gay.
Fred, I'm telling you, you're gay. You know?
and then I sat down near them to see
Yeah.
what was going on, and Fred grabs my hand and starts holding my hand
Ooh,
Yeah.
and wouldn't
Fred.
let go. I mean, Fred
Well,
gets
anyway.
Fred wanted all the boys.
Yeah, so Fred is with Gay Rich, and it's quite a scene to behold. But you know
Well,
what?
wait a minute. I just have to point out to people one thing.
What is it, Gorilla? Hold on 1 second.
I came over with a shot for Freddie, and I didn't know how drunk he was. And
Right.
I put down a shot, and he does a shot, and he just came over to me, and he was like this. And I was like scared for a while, and he's holding me, and he wouldn't let go, and he's stroking my arm like this. And he's rubbing me, and I just sat there like this for like 10 minutes. Like, and
All
I
right,
didn't
let
move.
me-
And then
What?
I just finally, some girls came over, and I slipped away. I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
oh,
Yeah, I know. Fred was getting very physical
Well,
with
let
Gay
me
Rich.
just remind you that when we used
Yeah,
to,
right.
when you
You're my
had,
pal. You're my pal. You're my pal. And I went,
Okay.
like, somebody came over and said, what's going on, Freddie? And I said,
Man.
Fred, you were out of it.
well, let me just, I want to
God.
remind you of something, Howard. When you two used to go and do personal appearances or
Yeah.
something, and we would wind up in a hotel room together because we couldn't afford 2 separate rooms.
Yeah, me and Fred.
Fred wouldn't even let you see him in his underwear.
Yeah, I always
Remember
thought
all that
yeah,
stuff?
yeah. Fred, you
That-
might be gay. I'm serious.
Yeah.
You and Gay Rich were definitely
No.
into it. Rich, why are you
Fred-
downplaying this? I don't understand.
Fred was looking for stability, and I was.
And he went to you?
Yeah, so he went to a man in a thong.
I was not in a thong.
17 of Fred's best friends.
Yeah, hey Fred, how do you explain you giving all your funny money to Gay Rich?
But lap dance.
Lap
Well, he
dance.
must have been
I
good.
think
So Dominic right away says,
The two of them are kissing. They're kissing. They're kissing.
Oh, God.
so I go, uh-oh. I said, you're kidding me. He goes, yeah,
They're kissing. They're kissing.
So you
I
come
said-
running up.
So I come running up. I didn't see them kissing, but Neil swears. Hey, get Neil on the phone. He swears he saw
They really kiss?
Gay Rich and Fred making out. Now I don't.
yeah.
Now I said I got
Fred,
real
you
upset.
don't know.
I said because if they're making out, I'm pulling Gay Rich off of Fred.
Taking advantage of me.
Because I said Fred might not know what he's doing.
Fred is a grown man, like you said. If he wants to kiss another man,
Robin,
that's
with
his
a 300, with a 300.
I got to tell you something. You know, I'm not the kind of guy who can like watch two men make out, but I got to swear.
Look.
Oh, there's the thong. Hey, here it is. There's Gay Rich's thong.
You know, I'm kind of getting turned on.
Fred, does
again.
that get you?
Oh yeah.
So anyway, this is what Gay Rich was wearing on
On
Fred.
your lap.
This is it.
My big hairy butt.
That's it.
I just want to say one thing, Robin.
What?
The story has only just begun.
Yeah. Let me take a break. Let me take a break, and I'll continue. That's nothing. That's nothing.
This is like beginning only.
Wait till you see when
I
Fred.
also want to tell people that when you vomit the way Fred vomits,
Yeah.
that's your body's way of not absorbing any more alcohol because it's already saturated.
Well, it was absorbing it on the shirt.
Remember, after he vomited, he kept drinking.
Did he really? I didn't
Yes.
see that.
That's what I-
Who allowed him to do that?
No, he didn't.
He did not.
He was a no.
Dominic is
Now,
like.
now the story's starting to
Yeah,
split.
now Dominic.
No.
Dominic will have you married in a
No,
few minutes.
Fred, you were in no condition to drink.
I don't.
You had Gay Rich on your arm.
Gay Rich, you kissed him after
Here's
he
Neil.
vomited?
Right.
You're a really good hugger, too.
Hey, Neil.
Oh, God. I don't like
Neil, you there?
You got
Hello, Neil.
Yeah.
All right.
Neil, you owe me $40.
You were right. How come you? Oh, that's right.
Lap dance.
Neil got Gay Rich to get into the thong for $40. And of course,
I
never
haven't
paid him.
seen it yet.
You didn't look like you cared about money, Gay Rich.
He wanted that.
I never saw a guy happier in a
that
thong.
dog.
Can I tell you, though, that
Born to be in that though.
Neil,
Yeah.
what did you see?
Neil, tell everything you saw.
Gay Rich's lips on Fred. I can't
On
tell if
his
they were-
lips?
I couldn't tell if they were on Fred's lips, but they were on Fred's face.
See,
On
he's
his neck?
that- see,
Yeah, and Fred
can't-
was rubbing Gay Rich's arm up and down,
that's
caressing
true.
him.
And he was caressing him.
And he was
Fred
caressing
was. That's true, right?
Yes.
And you did kiss his cheeks.
No.
Oh, stop it, Gay Rich. You know
Howard,
you
you looked at
did.
me, and I looked at you, and we were ready to throw up.
Neil and I almost puked.
We almost puked.
Neil and I were holding each other.
You almost needed the vomitorium.
I sat in a chair directly across from Fred and just stared in amazement.
You couldn't believe what you were seeing?
And Gay Rich was in heaven. He ignored everything in the room. He was with Fred. And I'm going to tell you something. Gay Rich, and don't lie, you are attracted to Fred. There is no question about it.
100%.
Tell the truth.
I felt really bad for him,
Yeah.
and I was trying to give him the stability that he needed. Why? Because
Stability.
he was shaking. He was shaking.
You know, Howard's right though, Robin.
Yeah, of all guys to come over and help Fred.
Howard's right. You know when you watch a movie and there's a couple in a crowd,
They look
Yeah.
and then
natural
all of a sudden
together.
the sound just comes down and they can't hear anything except each other.
Only eyes for each
It
other.
did look like that.
And every girl, I mean, they were lovers. I said, I got to have a camera because Fred is never going to believe this. He's not going to believe it. So the two of them are going at it. And meanwhile, all the girls are emptying out because Fred smells from puke.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe. Girls are now
Only
like
guys
leaving.
want to be with Fred.
Yeah, and Fred, like the homosexual he is, empties out all the girls and just leaves the one guy.
Well, you know, we always had this question about Fred.
Well, Fred, I'm telling you.
Well,
You know,
that's-
Fred-
you can maintain that opinion if you want. I know.
Excuse
deep down
me.
I'm
No,
not.
no, no. So anyway, I sit down in a chair because now I'm devastated because now
There are
Fred's
no
gay.
girls.
You know, I'm just sitting there going, holy cow, Fred's gay and he just got married. And, you know, I didn't know you were this out of it. So I'm sitting there going, holy cow. I don't know what to do. I better leave these guys alone or something. And I said, and at least Gay Rich is with him and holding him down.
Yeah, at
All
least
right.
I have someone to comfort me.
All of a sudden, within 2 seconds, I zip around. I see Fred push Gay Rich right off his lap. I go, whoa, Fred just came to his senses. Yeah, Fred.
Fred's a man again.
Fred gets up. Now listen to this. Fred gets up and starts taking giant steps. And I go, hey, let's grab Fred. All of a sudden, Ronnie zips around and grabs Fred because Fred is making a beeline now for the toilet because he's got to vomit again. He tells
Right.
Ronnie, I got to vomit.
Uh-huh.
Ronnie starts carrying him down the steps. But this happens in a flash of a second. Fred just is so loose, he just spins around and falls off the steps, off the top step, flat, face down onto the floor. He goes
just
collapses.
Like doing a dive.
Is that
Like a dive
was
into an
that
empty
five-
swimming pool.
Was that like
Five steps. 5 steps.
No,
off the top.
Don't say dive because that would say his arms are outstretched. His arms were at his side. He just went
Flat,
down.
face
So it was
first
like a
down.
dead man fall.
Fred goes flat. Everyone starts screaming. Fred's down.
Fred's
I
dead.
go down. Fred's dead. Now listen to
Wait a
this.
minute,
Wait a second.
wait a
Listen.
minute,
Listen.
wait
Listen.
a minute.
I run down the steps. There is blood pouring out of
Pool of
Fred's
blood.
mouth. But not just like a little trickle out of Fred's mouth. There is blood pouring out of Fred's mouth.
Oh my God.
And I'm going, oh my God, Fred's dead. He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Now, I'm outside.
Well, you
I was
couldn't have
the
done
only
anything anyway,
Carlino.
Dominic.
Now, wait a second.
No, cruelest line ever.
So anyway, I mean, he
Where did you
was
let happen?
dead. I'm talking about his legs. You know when somebody's dead and their legs don't even land right? They're like all
Right,
bent
they're all
up.
crumpled in the wrong
That's
direction.
That was Fred laying out on the floor, and I go, I don't believe this. The guy's bachelor party, he dies.
Get the lawyer.
Thanks, Howard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, oh my God,
This
I'm
was your
flipping
idea.
out. Yeah, I'm flipping out that Fred is dead.
And then what
So
does
did
Dominic
anyone
say?
run to check his
All right,
pulse?
now hold on.
I'm
So nobody,
sitting
everyone
outside.
starts crying. You're standing outside, Dominic?
No,
I'm
you
with
can say Fred.
Carlino, the guy who owns the place.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, one of the interns comes running out and he says, I don't know what happened. Get in there. They need you.
Yeah, okay, so
I
we get
walk
in. Yeah.
And you guys are in, you're white. How would you look like you just saw someone who died?
And let me tell you something. I'm so high on Fred because of the way he works the Gary puppet that I'm going, figures, we finally found something for Fred to do, and he drops dead on me. You know, he's
Well, that would kill him.
James
Work.
Dean.
Yeah.
Work would kill him.
Yeah, right. I said the pressure killed him. I think it's the pressure of working that stupid Gary puppet. Fred, if you want, I'll get rid of it.
I love the Gary puppet.
All right, take it easy.
Reminds me
You
of
sure?
Rich.
He's lying on his stomach.
So he's lying on his stomach, and now all of a
And the
sudden,
blood is
there's
rushing
tons of
out.
strippers around. Me, Dominic, and everyone goes, all right, everyone out of the room. So suddenly, Gay Rich now, who's become Fred's lover, is like, oh my God, Fred is hurt. Fred is
shared
hurt.
a moment.
So wait a second.
Let
So
me
Gay
get to
Rich,
my friend.
Yeah, Gay Rich is like, I don't understand. What can I do? I have like all of a sudden, his wife is Gay Rich.
Yes.
Jolynn, that blonde stripper, she's saying, oh my God, she's in there. She refuses to leave, and everyone is there. And then suddenly this really big, busty, beautiful girl comes in the room, and she's pushing her way to Fred. I go, no. She goes, no, I'm a paramedic. Turns out she's a bona fide paramedic. I go, okay, she's the closest thing we got to a doctor. Her and the chef are paramedic. She comes in.
The chef.
And she's wearing a little bikini top and a little mini dress. She bends over to start working on Fred. Dominic goes behind her and lifts up her dress. So I go,
Dominic.
so what is it? Dominic goes, does this mean the party's over? And he's cracking jokes, all right? Fred,
could care less
but you
about
got to say
Fred.
something. Fred, there's blood pouring out of Fred.
Right, I see where Fred is. Did anybody know whether Fred was breathing?
No one could tell yet. No one knew if Fred was breathing or what. It was impossible to tell.
Dominic was having a good time.
But he was
He looked
out.
dead. He was
out
out.
cold?
He was out cold. He didn't even know he'd hit his face
I
or
was
anything.
drawing up the papers.
So wait a second. We spin him around. So the paramedics like jiggle him a certain way so that they can see if he's breathing and stuff. They say Fred is breathing. And I said, listen, we got to call an ambulance. So Ralph stands up and goes, no, we don't need an ambulance. No. That's Ralph, because Ralph's nervous that the party's going to end. So Ralph goes,
There's
we don't
still
need
girls here.
Yeah, so the guy from Scores,
out in the street.
Yeah, and the guy from Scores says this happens all the time. We see this every night. He says just put Fred out on the street and let him sober up.
Oh, stop
With a
it.
can
of
They're
whiskey.
gonna prop Fred up.
Yeah, like Weekend at Bernie's. Just leave him out there. Let somebody roll him. I go, wait a second. This is more serious than some. This guy just fell flat on his face. There's blood pouring out of his mouth.
5 stairs.
I said we got to get an ambulance.
So I walk in at this point.
So
and
everyone
Dominic-
starts saying to me, all right, Howard, you better leave and get out of here before. I go, wait a second. This isn't the O.J. Simpson murder. Fred had an accident. What do you mean leave? I said, I'm not embarrassed to be at Scores, to be found at Scores with a dead man.
You knew where you were.
I knew where I was.
Where you were.
Yeah, I had announced on the air I was going to a bachelor party. I'm not leaving Fred.
You
so
know what it was?
I'm staying.
It was so bad. People were on damage control.
Yeah, oh, well, it was weird. Neil went through Fred's
All of a
pockets.
sudden, it's like you are the governor.
Yeah, like everyone was doing damage control for me. I go, Fred's going to be dead. What do we care about me for?
So
Oh,
Howard,
Gary, get the ambulance.
Dominic says get an ambulance. So
Right.
I
And
run
Ralph is screaming, don't get an ambulance. And meanwhile, Ralph...
Now you know who your friends are.
What were you thinking, man?
I was thinking that
The guy's-
maybe he wasn't that bad, and
You
that it
saw
was
him
creating
yourself.
more. Everybody, he just needed to be alone. And just,
Alone, he was unconscious.
no, not alone without a doctor, but there were people looking after him, and
He
just
is
I don't know. I
bleeding.
just thought it would.
The
make
guy
it
was
more of a
bleeding from
scene.
his mouth. He's
Profusely.
profusely. And
You
Ralph
know
said,
what, Ralph? Don't ever make any decisions around me.
yeah, Ralph is like an imbecile. So, anyway,
Wait, so
Don't
wait
have a
second.
heart attack around
Yeah.
Ralph.
Really?
So I ran to the phone. and I called 911. Now, if we have any friends that work there, I would love to get a copy of the
that phone
911
message?
tape.
Yeah,
Really.
we'd
Yeah.
love to hear that. I got a tape for you that I'm going to play that you're going to love. This is the tape of Baba Booey calling 911 from Scores.
Oh, you have
the strip club when Fred broke his chin. If you remember, we went to Fred's bachelor party. And at the bachelor party, Fred drank 15 tequilas, maybe 16 at this point, followed by a beer each time.
Period, yes.
Followed by a beer each time within 2 hours. Fred passed out, flat on his face. We thought he was dead, so we told Gary, quickly call the EMS, because we had to get Fred to the hospital.
Right, you thought he was dead.
He was bleeding from all over. So here's Gary, who quickly called. First, he called his machine to check for messages, and then quickly called EMS. I just want to hear, because this would be interesting. I have not heard this yet, by the way.
Poor Fred. It's lucky Fred's alive.
I tell you.
Police 1092, where's emergency?
Yes, it's at a club called Scores. It's on 60th between 1st and 2nd.
East 60th Street between 1st Avenue and 2nd Avenue?
That's correct.
And what's wrong there?
Somebody fell down. It looks like they might have cracked their head open.
Okay, and this place is called Scores?
Scores.
S-C-O-R-E-S?
Yeah.
First floor?
Yes.
What's the number you're calling from?
What's the number here, Lonnie? 421. 421.
Hold on for EMS. Don't hang up the phone.
I won't.
Okay.
I can hear her.
You mean that's all the information you haven't even talked to EMS yet?
Right.
I can hear her giggling at your teeth. Do you hear her chuckling?
Yes, yes. No, you can hear Can you hear the music in the background?
Yes. But what's interesting to me is that Gary, instead of telling them what's wrong first, gives the address first.
That's what they ask you, Robin. What are you, crazy?
I didn't hear a question.
Oh, what are you?
Hey, come on, he's handling himself pretty well. Don't nitpick.
Maybe he would have gotten to EMS sooner.
Fred's laying on the floor. It looks like John Lennon, and Gary's holding his. You kept your composure. No wonder you're so anxious for us to play this. You really kept your composure.
She asked. She asked what the address was.
Right.
Fred's still bleeding.
EMS 8629. Okay, 8629. I'm 1092. I'm Manhattan calling the line.
Thank you. Caller in Manhattan. Is the patient awake and breathing?
I think so, yes.
Male or female?
Male.
Awake? How could you say he was awake?
I didn't know. I walked into the room. Fred was down. I didn't see anything. Dominic goes, quick, call 911. I was in there for a half a second.
Well, then don't you ask what's wrong?
Someone said call 911 quick. Nobody had time.
Yeah, but I mean, the guy was unconscious.
I did not see that.
I did not know that.
You didn't see him laying on the floor?
No, I didn't. I mean, I saw him on the floor.
Well, you were the wrong guy to send.
Gary's always the wrong guy. What do you
I know. Yeah, I think so. Well, we'll take our time if he's awake. Well, why doesn't he walk over to the hospital?
Is he male or female? I think he's male.
No, that's, I didn't say that.
How could you say he was awake? The whole point was he was unconscious.
Oh, everybody knows now. I couldn't see that then.
Approximately how old?
35.
What happened to him, sir?
He fell down, and I think he might have smashed his head open or something.
You know what it is? You got to sound like something's real bad, too.
Well, this is really bad. Fred's unconscious.
Yeah, but
and
Gary...
he's lying in a pool of blood.
Gary backpedals.
Hey, Howard, there were people that were saying, oh, don't call 911.
Yeah, that was Ralph.
No,
One guy was saying
somebody
that.
said, should we call? Should we call? No, we don't need to call. Maybe we better call.
No, it was Ralph. He doesn't know what he's talking
in all
about.
that debate, you never looked over to see what condition Fred was in?
No, I didn't.
He knew what condition he was in. He gets confused by the questions.
Fred.
How could I tell he was unconscious, boy?
That's all his eyes closed.
He wasn't moving, but I don't know. Maybe he could hear me.
He might have been just taking a rest.
You got to say everything is bad. You call
it's easy
EMS.
to say now.
But
you weren't even telling the truth, Gary.
No,
I can't tell. You know what?
What? Did she just say, is he bleeding? And you said you can't tell?
I could not tell.
There was a pool of blood around. It was pouring.
I didn't see a pool of blood.
Oh, my God. No wonder they took so long.
They didn't take the long.
They would have been there faster.
They were there very quickly.
They were there in 2 seconds.
What's that?
They would have been there in 1 second if you told them they were bleeding. It's a miracle they showed up. God bless EMS.
Thanks, because Gary's giving them all.
The way Gary was making it, probably the woman would have said, hey,
bring him to the hospital yourself.
Yeah, what's with you guys? He's not bleeding. He's conscious. How could a guy split his head open and not be bleeding?
Only in Gary's world.
This is a great defense for you. People complain about the EMS service.
This is the kind of call they have to decipher.
Yeah. If you were an EMS worker, you would assume that everything was not that bad.
He cracked his head open and there's no blood.
You guys are the biggest.
He's conscious.
He's a
The guy
conscious,
is-
cracked open head with no blood.
I believe he's eating a burger with some ketchup.
Papa boy.
He's getting another table dance.
Is it Howard?
I see sliced onions.
Is there anything?
But if you could drop by here and just take a look for yourself.
Is there anything in the world that you and Robin can't do better? Is there anything?
Oh, this I definitely could have done better.
Then
This
why
I
didn't
know
you?
I
Then
could.
why didn't you?
Because I was assisting Fred.
Doing what? You were standing on the side. You
He
already,
was making
you
sure
already
that
just,
the
Fred-
stripper
you
did-
already
Fred
just
needed
said,
me.
You already just said
stripper's
you didn't
about
take
to
his
give
heartbeat,
mouth to
you didn't
mouth.
take his pulse, and you didn't feel
Excuse
Fred or
me.
anything.
Do you know who I am?
Howard Stern.
That's right. Who are you?
Baba Booey.
What is your job? What is Baba Booey's job? To make
do whatever
calls.
you want.
Right. When we have emergencies, you ought to take care of them. You got to handle yourself in a more brilliant way.
I can't imagine that you see a bunch of people crowded around one of your friends and you don't break through to see what's going on.
He knew what I saw. Baba Booey. He knew what was going
He's
on.
standing there. First he says
He panicked.
he walked in and somebody said call
No,
911.
no.
Then he's telling me he stood there while there was a debate as to
No,
whether to call
he was
911.
there. Gary saw Fred's body. Fred was laying unconscious in a pool of
in a
blood.
pool of blood.
And Gary
saw
choked on the phone.
Let me explain to you what happened.
And thank God the EMS worker
the entire
was
debate
through Gary.
Thank
Shut
God,
up!
Thank God,
Shut up!
the EMS worker was conscious.
Would you guys shut up?
Can you believe this guy?
Am I here?
And he saw everything.
Am I invisible?
He's amazing. I can't believe he did that.
Gary saw everything. I remember him standing in the room.
I don't think he's conscious and I don't
Because
think he's
he
bleeding.
doesn't listen. This is the same thing when I tell him back in the office to do something.
What, does he not believe his own eyes?
No.
Robin, the entire debate took
I
place
don't
in
trust
15
my
seconds.
own vision.
You can shut up because you weren't there and you don't know anything.
Where is the Gary puppet?
Oh, my God.
Where is the Gary puppet? I want to talk to him. That's who I'm interested in speaking to. My right-hand man is a panicking dope. Gary puppet?
If you think this is bad, you should have heard what my uncle did back in Dallas in 1963.
What was that?
Hello, Dallas? Mr. JFK is in the car. I think he's car sick. He seems to be conscious, and his wife doesn't seem to be too upset.
Is that right?
Had a real big beat on the situation.
Thank you, Gary puppet. What is it, Stuttering John?
We had one of the paramedics on the phone who was in help with Fred, and he saw Fred's body naked, and he could tell us about Fred's private parts.
Oh, really?
Really? You saw Fred naked? Are you naked?
Is that proper?
Hey,
is that proper medical etiquette?
You saw Fred naked?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I wasn't one of the paramedics that actually brought him to the hospital, but I was at the hospital when he was brought there. And I was in the back of the emergency room. I had just finished bringing one of my patients, and the doctor quickly pulled me over to assist him to take him off the devices that he was put on, the collar and the board, and we had to cut his clothes off to further examine him for any other injuries.
He's a liar because Fred took his clothes home in a bag.
Yeah, what's he talking
Nobody cut Fred's clothes off.
Yeah, you're lying, aren't you?
No.
Okay, wait a second.
Listen. I'm a little nervous, but I was there. Ask me any questions.
Okay, is Fred, I don't know how to say this.
No.
I'm not going to get into...
All right, describe Fred naked. What did you see? Any distinguishing marks?
Like what do you mean, like birthmarks or
Anything
tattoos?
anything unusual. Tattoo, anything.
Something that would be identifying.
He had an earring.
All right.
Down there?
No. And his cut was right on his chin, where I had put the plastic collar on him.
Yeah.
But he was basically naked. That's right. He had his underwear on, and that's about it.
Oh, so you didn't see his penis?
I did, but I don't want to get into that. I just heard
Why?
Fred, because he's right. You should have...
Oh, it's all right. We were giving you permission.
We want to make sure it was Fred.
Yeah, we want to make sure it was Fred. We want to make sure you know what you're talking about. You saw Fred naked?
Absolutely.
What did you see?
I saw OJ.
Well, what do you... What do you want to know? I mean,
Well, tell me what you saw. Was there anything unusual down there?
Fred has something unusual about him. If you saw him naked, you could identify Fred.
Oh, I know, but I don't think I could... I know what you're getting at.
What are we getting at?
Whether he was circumcised or uncircumcised?
Oh, this guy must have seen him.
Fred.
Let me ask you something.
That doesn't mean anything.
I can tell you, but I'm not.
Well, tell me.
I can't.
Well, we all know. We've said it on the air. Is Fred circumcised or not?
I can't.
Come on, we all know.
You know, I got to tell you something. This is my worst nightmare. That's why I don't want to be.
You're always talking about.
I do not. I've been to a doctor's office where I have to get naked, and I really do have a tiny little button for a penis. and I don't want people seeing it.
The moment, if you had cracked your chin,
Yep.
they would have been calling to say, we saw Howard naked.
Yeah, and if he's right, there's a little nub there.
This guy told me that Fred was well endowed.
I'm not going to say whether he was circumcised or not, but
then why'd you call?
As far as about the button, he doesn't have to worry about that.
About what?
About him having a button, he doesn't have to worry about that.
Oh, yeah, he's well endowed, huh?
Well, in my job, I'm forced to see a lot of body parts.
Right.
And he doesn't have to worry about that.
He's
Really?
well represented.
No kidding.
Absolutely.
You know, I always thought Fred had a small one because...
Would you say that Fred is above average?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, good for you. I always thought Fred was kind of tiny because Fred always is hiding it.
Yeah.
Like, he's worse than I am.
But I think that's because of his circumcised or uncircumcised
And I have
state.
certain things that I have to take care of.
What
Oh,
does it
right.
do, Fred?
Oh, that's right. When you're not circumcised,
Kind of, well,
you have to.
how do I put this without somebody going insane?
You know, you need toilet paper.
Dribble.
Right.
You do dribble.
Yes.
I
He
didn't know that.
really was totally out of it.
He's got
I
a
mean,
fire hose. He dribbles. What's the matter with you? Was Fred dribbling as you?
I'll have to explain to you off the
No. The doctor was examining him, and I was just.
Did Fred? I wonder if Fred evacuated during this because he had lost all control.
And think of how much he had drank.
Yeah.
No. He was
that out through my.
Wouldn't it be great if they were examining Fred and they found out that the reason Fred always hides his weenie is because it has an eyelid on it and it can see?
lashes.
Yeah, it actually is a person.
Got a cyclops.
He winked at the paramedic.
Yeah, right. All right, Gary, let's listen to the rest of your EMS call. I am shocked by what I'm hearing. I really am shocked because I saw you in the room before you called, and you were there enough
And
to
you could
see.
see that he saw Fred.
Admit you panicked.
No, I'm not admitting I
Okay,
panicked 'cause I
fine.
didn't see-
There's a bunch of guys around and they sent me and told me to call 911 right away.
All right, stand by.
He's-
60th Street and 2nd Avenue, but he is awake, right?
Between 1st and 2nd, I believe he is.
Oh,
I believe he is.
I believe he is. Why would you believe he was?
Why would you believe anything?
Why do you say you don't
if
know?
You could talk to Lonnie. Why couldn't you get some information relayed back
Compared
to
to
you?
Gary, he was awake.
I know. Gary should have been. You know what?
Fred
You know what?
should
When
have
they
made a
showed
better
up,
phone call.
then they showed up.
They thought he was.
They took Gary off on the stretcher. I had a. Unbelievable. Yeah.
But Fred could have made a better phone call. at
I
this
know.
point.
You should put the phone in front of Fred's unconscious mouth. It's amazing how you get everything wrong. And this is, I tell you that this is not the first time. I'm telling you, now I have proof. Thank
And
you.
He
don't have
confuses
proof.
everything.
It's just how he handles my business activities. This is why I'm going nowhere.
He's like a soothsayer.
Was Fred out
I
immediately?
He's like a tooth sale.
Was Fred out the second he went down? Was he out immediately? Was he?
Yes,
Immediately.
He was out.
He fainted before he fell.
Gary, when he was drunk, he was out.
Yeah, but I didn't say before. I'm telling you, I only.
Oh,
know
you were there with us. There was a pool of blood around
I
that
did
guy.
not
Why
say-
would we?
Howard, why would
we
I
were
lie
standing with
about-
you
why would I
discussing to
lie
call
about a pool of
EMS.
blood?
I said the guy is
Why would
laying
I
there
lie? Answer
because
me!
you always have to act like you know when you don't.
Wait a second. Why would I? Why would I?
Instead of
lie?
saying to them,
Call if you didn't know anything.
you should have
Why
said,
would you
"I don't know what to
lie-
say."
Why would I lie about a pool of blood? Why would I?
Because
if I
you
saw
always
one-
give an answer when you don't know. This is your problem. It's like
Wait,
when
no,
I
it's-
once told. I'll give you a perfect example of Gary. For a while, Gary used to answer my phone, and whenever a reporter would call, they'd say, "We want to speak to Howard." And Gary would say, "Howard is not available. Howard doesn't comment to the newspapers." They'd say, "Well, let me get a comment from you." Gary would say, "No, I don't comment either." "But Gary, what do you think about this?" He said, "Look, this is the way I feel, but I'm not supposed to comment." So finally I gave Gary an order. I said, "Don't comment to the newspapers." 2 days later, Gary is quoted in a newspaper article. Why? Because Gary says, "Well, I tried to tell the guy I don't comment, and when I told him my thoughts, I didn't think he would write them down." He just opens his mouth too much. When you don't know something, you say, "I don't know." You didn't know. You said that Fred was not. So you would say, "I don't know if he's in a pool of blood. I don't know if he's bleeding. I don't know if he's
said,
conscious."
why are you making this call? Why wouldn't somebody just say, "I don't know what's happening"? Have
Shut
somebody else
up.
make
You
the
don't
call.
know anything.
Oh,
about
come
anything.
on.
Well, you know what?
This is
Gary, you
embarrassing.
made it clear.
Shut up. You have no clue, as usual.
Oh boy!
You are clueless,
I knew
Robin.
more about what was
You
going
can
on
do-
with Fred, and
you-
I wasn't even there.
Admit you were mixed up. You were mixed up.
Robin
You were
knows how
so
to do
mixed
everything
up.
better from her perch at home than she does in real life.
Well, come on. You were mixed
I
up.
could have made us informed.
Then
a phone
you should
call.
have, Robin.
I could have.
Robin
made
knew
an
more
informed
about
phone
Fred's
call.
condition than you
We
did.
should have called you, Queenie.
I could have said, "I don't
The
know."
Queen. We should have
I
called the
don't
Queen.
know. I don't know, just like you did.
He was self-conscious about his
Actually-
teeth in front of all the girls.
Actually, you lied.
There's a din in my headphones. Now, what did you have to say?
I said
believe.
you were probably self-conscious about your teeth in front of all the girls.
There
and you
were no
lost.
girls around the phone.
Oh, okay.
If I made defend Gary, I would just like to say one thing. He didn't lie. Sometimes he just says things that later turn out to be untrue.
Right.
But But I love
Shut up, you piece of wood.
I love the I believe.
I won't be with you this weekend.
I
Phone number
believe that
421.
Fred is conscious.
In the Scores Club.
Yes.
I believe,
Okay,
yeah.
we will have an ambulance.
Why does he believe if he doesn't know?
I believe that he is not bleeding. I believe.
Then why are you calling?
You guys are jerks.
He was in the room. He knew what was going on. He
believe-
panicked. He panicked. He won't
Absolutely
admit it.
panicked.
All right.
Yes.
That's it.
Stupidity is better to plead, I suppose, than panic.
I don't know.
You
I
panicked.
plead
Congratulations on turning a minute-and-a-half tape into a half-hour bit. You are a genius.
All right, thank you.
You
I
are a
believe
genius.
I'll
that we
take the
have done a good
compliment.
job.
And I must say, you once again have provided me with excellent material.
You know what, Gary? Listen to this phone
I
call and say
believe-
there's nothing here to be embarrassed about.
Yeah.
No, I said...
Gary got the call. Yes, he couldn't wait for me to get it on the air
That's
because he
not
was like,
true.
I handled myself so well.
No, Howard, why did you listen to anything?
I
It's
am
not
proud.
true. I said right
Hello,
up front.
operator?
I said right up front.
Hello, operator. There is red dye by Fred's head.
I said right up
I think
front
he was eating
that I had
M&Ms.
only been in the room for a second. That's why I said that.
Hello, operator. Could you stop and pick me up a burger? I do not believe there's any blood, and Fred is very conscious. Come on, you blew it.
I did not blow it.
You
I did
still
the
admit
best
that.
I could under the circumstances. I totally defend myself, and I say I did
Why
the
were you
best I
calling
could.
911 if Fred wasn't bleeding and Fred was conscious?
What?
Why were you calling 911 if?
Because he was obviously hurt. That much we knew. He was down on the ground.
But why wouldn't
And
she
I didn't-
ask you? If I ask you a question, I'm going to ask you a question right now. What position is the moon in right now?
I don't know.
Ah, you don't know, so you say I don't know.
I believe it's
All right,
in
now I'm
the
going to ask you
sky.
another question. Now I'm going to ask you another question. Is Fred bleeding?
Right now. No.
Did you look?
I don't have to look. I know.
No, you don't know.
I
Say,
used
I don't know.
deductive reasoning.
No, that's what you used on the phone to the EMS
and
worker.
you deduced wrongly.
You just say, I believe.
Out of my peripheral vision,
see.
I can see that
believe-
Fred is not bleeding.
Practice the sentence. I believe. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You say, I don't know. Or you say, wait a second, let me ask.
We were trying to get someone there as quick as possible. We were.
But how would you get
we
somebody
were on
there
the other
quick?
side of the
Telling him
club.
he's not sick.
I'm amazed they even showed up.
Oh, you guys are crazy.
I think maybe they showed up because it was Scores. They want to see some naked girl.
He was playing tooth knack on the phone. I believe.
A tooth knack. Hello, this is tooth knack.
You son of a bitch.
I believe.
You're so lucky we're separated by glass.
I am tooth knack.
Tooth knack.
No, I'm not pissed. I'm really not.
No, the funny thing to me is they said his head's cracked open, but he doesn't know if he's bleeding.
Yeah.
So how did he know his head was cracked open?
I don't know. There's too much blood on the floor.
How can someone see through all this stuff?
Go away. Seriously, get that thing off of me. No, General Millie, get it off.